Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Ken, it's Gina, and we are here from OK Portugal.
Hello!
And welcome to another episode of Portugal Farm Life. Today is Thursday, it's raining. It's been raining for most of the day. As you can see, it's very wet and muddy and a little bit cold. Now, I had some stuff that I wanted to film this week, but plans changed. Basically, Joaquin, our next door neighbor, contacted me yesterday and said, listen, we're going to start the olives. So we've been waiting around for the olives to start, but it's been raining, so we can't do the olives while it rains because there's an electric shaker and you can't get water into the electrics. So we're kind of in limbo here. We're not really sure what's going on. So we thought, let's take the doggies for a walk. Let's see what the weather's doing, and maybe we can find out whether or not the olives are going to happen today.
There's a rainbow.
There is. I wonder if the camera's picking that up. So with all of this rain, our wells have started to fill up again, which is really good. We still have a long way to go until we get to the top, which is where this black pipe is. But yeah, the well is probably, I would say, about, I don't know, almost 3/4 full. Goes down a very long way. So that's pretty good. So our neighbor Joaquin, he's got all of his sheep in the field here. Maa! Don't you start, Mimo. I'm having a conversation with the sheep, not you. Maa! Usually the sheep like to talk back to us when we go, Maa, then they usually like yell back, but not today. I don't think they're feeling it. So this week has been, I don't know, not much seems to have happened really.
Well, it's been raining.
Yeah, it's just been raining, it's muddy. But one of the things that did happen is I got my residency card. So now I actually am like a Portuguese resident. I've got the physical card. I can go out the country, come back in the country. It's pretty cool. And the card lasts for 5 years. So I've got another 5 years of residency in the country, even though I've already been here for 3.
Mine didn't come.
Gina's card didn't arrive, no. Basically, she's the one that had the actual appointment. And while I was there, I was like, oh, can you do me too? So they did me as well. And her card hasn't arrived and mine has.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Check the post box tomorrow.
You will get it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up just how moody this whole sky is. We've got all of these clouds that are just sort of pouring over the Gardenia Mountains. Looks amazing. So, while I'm walking around here, I just want to give you a little glimpse of Rui the rooster. Look, he's out and about. He's with his ladies, and he looks like he's having a great time. Chicky chickies! Buck, 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 buck. So they are having a great time. Look at Rui. He's really coming into his own. So yeah, olive harvest, it should be happening soon. The only problem with it is that I think most of the olives have actually fallen off the tree already. You can see the ones that are actually stuck on the branches here are completely all shriveled up and wrinkled. They're not looking like they're in very great condition. And if you look down on the floor, it's absolutely littered with olives. So I think we're a little bit on the late side. Today's weather forecast is giving it about a 50 to 60% chance of rain for the next couple of hours. So it's just going to rain on and off. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be any olive harvesting going. I think we're going to finish this dog walk, start a big fire in the house, get all nice and warm and tasty, and relax, because tomorrow is going to be a big day. This is Edmundo, or Eddie, our Serra da Estrela puppy, and this is Eddie's stick. It's a giant piece of wood. I mean, Eddie is a very, very big dog. Look at the size of the stick. He carries this thing around. He gets very protective over it. Obviously, to me, he's not that protective because I'm the big dog. But to all the other dogs, he doesn't like them touching his stick. Come on, Eddie, fetch your stick. It's a really heavy stick. It's like carrying around a brick or something. But yeah, that's his favorite. You silly dog. So it's only been a couple of weeks since Joaquin was here with his tractor and he was tilling up all of the soil, and everything was all brown and dusty. And people, you know, there were comments about, oh, you know, you've destroyed the farm, nothing's going to grow, etc., etc. And we get this every single year. But we know that the rains are on the way. And now that the rains have come, have a look at this. Look how green. This is a mixture of 8 different types of clover. There's wild oats and all sorts of stuff in here. There's also seeds from the last years where we had like wildflowers and things like that. So this entire field is just going to grow up to sort of waist height. It's going to be covered in flowers and clovers. It's going to look absolutely amazing. What's going on here, doggies? So Eddie doesn't want anyone to go for his stick, but now because no one's going for his stick, he gets really bored, and so he kind of runs at the other dogs and barks at them to go, don't take my stick. But no one wants to take your stick. I'll take your stick. Let me take your stick. Oh, let me take it. Let me take that stick. Look at the size of this thing. It's like a huge T-bone steak. All right, doggies. Doggies, are you ready? Watch, Mimo can't even pick it up. It's so big. Oh, she got it. Is that too big for you, my girl? Is that too big for you? So it's been a nice chilled out week, really. Bad weather, but it's been all cozy at home. Monday we got together with friends, and I had a big hangover the next day.
I was working.
Tuesday we got together with friends again, and it helped the hangover. And for the rest of the week I haven't had any property videos booked in, which is really great. It's been a nice quiet one, but then it's all hands on deck again next week, so I'm kind of enjoying it while it lasts. Let's see if we caught anything on the wildlife cams.
It's been very quiet for the last week or so.
Longer than a week. It's been quiet for about a month.
No, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they've all gone on holiday.
Hunters. We have had hunters.
I think the problem is because the
condensation.
Yeah, that's. I think because it's quite a big difference in
temperatures between day and night.
Yeah. There's a fox.
I don't know if this. Okay, there I can see better. Play the fox again.
Ready? Fox.
All these mushrooms. It's hard to think that a few weeks ago this place was bone dry and dusty, and now we've got all these amazing mushrooms just popping up everywhere. Look at that. So we've been walking around to try and see if there are actually any olives left in the trees, and it's not looking too good so far. I mean, this one's got practically nothing in it, and very much the same with these ones. There is one down there that's full, but yeah, just looking around, I mean, this is our main sort of olive grove section here going all the way up to the house, and that's also not looking too great. Fortunately, we have a ton of olive oil left over from last year, and so it's not like we're going to run out or anything like that. But yeah, it is a little bit of a shame. Obviously, when you have a farm, I mean, you want to make like the most of all of the produce that farm makes, and this year is not a good year. But one thing that certainly has to happen this year is the pruning. Look at Gina, and look how tall these olive trees have gotten. Now these desperately need a prune. You can see there's no leaves in all of these long stalky bits. So we're going to be taking it right back. And obviously that's going to create a massive pile because we've got about 100 trees or so. So we're going to pile it all up over here on a non-rainy day and have a big bonfire or something like that. I think it's probably quite difficult to tell on camera just how tall these trees are. But when you stand next to them, they are pretty big for olive trees. It really amazes me what a difference just a couple of weeks can make out here on a farm in Portugal. The seasons are so pronounced and they're all so different, and it really keeps things interesting. When we take these walks around, we usually go around the fence perimeter and we can see all of the damages. I mean, look at this one, it's not even attached to this pole anymore. This is all going to have to be replaced. So yeah, otherwise these guys get out, and when we have the sheep and stuff on these fields, then yeah, it's a bad combination. So the rain's starting up again, and it looks like we're definitely not going to be harvesting olives. So I think we're going to go back inside, get all nice and cozy, and we'll check back with you tomorrow for some olive harvesting. Just before we go, Gina found this giant locust. I'd say it's probably about, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 centimeters long. But it's not a grasshopper. It might be, I don't know. I would call that a locust. It's really big. So that's pretty weird. It's been there since last night, apparently. So I'm not sure. I think he's maybe a little bit cold. Doesn't know what's going on. And we still have a fly problem, even though it's cold. Look at them all over here. Cool, these guys. Shake the door quick. And it's just, I don't know, there was about 40 of them there. Still, but I suppose we are still in spring. We aren't in winter, you know, not spring, autumn. We aren't in winter yet. All right, everyone, get inside.
In. Come on, Massican.
In.
I'm going to put my slippers on for
And that's it. No more filming today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Au revoir.